In January of 2011, Robert Toporek, president of Team Children, led an effort to further bring the work of the Institutes for the Achievement of Human Potential into Aspira of PA's network of charter schools. Kathy Myers from the Institutes and Robert from Team Children helped Ms. Perez better understand how to implement the Institute's program into her kindergarten classroom. After 2 months, the results are inspiring. How does this classroom compare to your other classroom experiences?
Okay, so the kids that I have are the pilot kids. They started doing the BITS program at Pasos. And, you know, when they first came in the school year, I noticed that they had been reading the days of the week. They were able to pick out certain words. That was the main thing I was able to see from them. Me. My. Excellent. Let's see how you do now. However, now as the year's been progressing, and I've been really giving my all, I've been understanding the program and been creating materials, their growth is tremendous, and compared to other kindergarten classes I taught, this is my 3rd year teaching, they're doing so much more than my other kids. They are wanting to know so much more. So I have to be ready to, be willing, if I don't know that answer, to look up, find the answer and give it to them the next day because they want to know. So they're questioning, and where they go with their thinking is so much farther than any other class that I've ever. Even when I taught 1st grade, I don't think they were thinking like they are. With their writing, like I said, I've always struggled with my kids to enjoy writing and to want to write and to write a lot. And these kids are starting to write paragraphs already. I've never had that before.
How has brachiating and creeping and crawling impacted your classroom?
With the brachiating and the creeping and crawling, I notice has helped them out. I would say out of my 6 students that were mirror writing, that means they're writing their words backwards, now only 4 of them have stopped doing that. 2 are still, mirror writing. However, their handwriting has improved. And that's not just within those 6 students. Across the board, their handwriting is much neater. So I'm assuming it's from, maybe the convergence, maybe with their fine motor skills are getting better from grabbing the rungs. So not only has it improved handwriting, I noticed, like I said, they've dumped at least 2 levels with reading. So I think that has to do with, how they're seeing these words on the paper. I think that their vision is improving, the convergence is improving. And also behavior. Like I have a few students who are very hyperactive and move around a lot. I think they're still listening, but a lot of times they're not sitting still and watching what I'm doing. And I think that I notice that when they're outside brachiating and creeping and crawling, they're able to focus more when they come back in the room. So that's a big help.
Has the partnership with Robert from Team Children and Kathy from the Institutes helped you in this process?
Having Kathy and Robert in my classroom at first was a little uneasy because it's hard to kind of give up your ways and give up your kids to someone else, but I learned so much from them.
That's what this is called. You have one of these, the belly. And this is called the back. And these are called the ribs. Is this a stringed instrument? No. Yeah, it is. It's a violin. Is this a stringed instrument? No. It's a brass instrument.
They were able to show me techniques. They were able to show me how to correctly do, the brachiation ladder. They were able to be extra hands, which is needed to be creeping and crawling outside, which is great. Because I do notice that if you don't have that extra person in the room, it's hard to get that opportunity, 2 opportunities in creeping and crawling in the day. Having someone here does help for that. And resources, I'm able to get, they were able to bring in bits cards for me to make things, and like I said, the printer, and, a lot of things were getting done because of them.
Would you recommend this method and partnership to other teachers?
I would definitely recommend this to other teachers. I think if there's people willing to, take children's interests and make materials, it can be done if you're willing to give time. But importantly, you want to get their interests, in, because that's when they're going to be engaged and they're going to be doing more. So I think it's important to be willing to do that.
Great. Excellent.
And Robert can also, if you're concerned about, you know, the time, because it does take up some time to make materials, there's people that Robert and Kathy are willing to find for you to help you make with those materials.
As a teacher, how does this program make you feel?
This program has made me feel wonderful as a teacher, because you see their growth, their major growth in such a short amount of time. You know, that's so rewarding. That's what you want to see, you know, in a whole, you know, throughout your career. And not only that, their love of learning. You know, when I see that they love being here and they love to learn and they want to, you know, use the abbreviation letters and incentive, like, that's incredible. That, you know, they're getting the love of physical activity, and knowing that that's going to help them for the rest of their lives, and that they're always going to remember me in this experience is fabulous.